Hello, this is Shane Mahan. Zathura was one of our projects with Stan Winston, and it was the first film that we did with Jon Favreau. This is the beginning shot of the robot sequence, and the boys draw a card and they get a robot, thinking it was going to be a very impressive big robot, and of course it's just the first glimpse you get is a little tiny one, and that's a under-the-floor rod puppet. Of course, this is his full-size, 7 feet tall, rather imposing, fun thing. I think Phil Saunders designed this robot. The illustration was done by Phil. Had a very 50s, 60s retro feel to it. But it was a complicated piece, very interesting in terms of the design, because what we were going to do is put blue screen legs with real feet, like you see here. This would be a person actually operating the robot, and then we would put digital legs between the waist and the feet.
Can you do a run?
And so from these tests we then did a film test of him wearing blue pants, which is this one. And then the Stan Winston digital team at the time completed this test by putting digital legs on. And that's how the overall movement was done. Then we would cut to actual shots that were stationary, that would be the actual operation legs. There were certain shots where we didn't need to do digital replacement.
Metallic paint looks good.
This is Khan testing the arm mechanisms. One of the elements that Jon Favreau really insisted on, he had just come off of Elf, and he wanted a lot of practical effects that were highly visible, and this is an example of the rotation of the full-size puppet.
He's looking at the boy, he looks at his hand, arm.
This is a rehearsal shot outside of Sony a day before the actual shoot.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Now, we worked with the effects team, the floor effects team, and this is actual plumbed fire coming out of the bottom of the feet, and is the same with the jetpack on the back. And it was put on a rail and pulled at high speed to give it that sort of launch feel. This, of course, is me after hours, when I didn't think anyone would see me. I wanted to be the robot, and this was my only chance. Actually, what I'm doing is demonstrating how it's going to slide into the kitchen. And that's me running away.